Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Varun Agarwal, Senior Associate Editor at ETCIO and the moderator of this extremely topical webinar on empowering enterprises with hybrid IT ready data center and Cloud Connect. As cloud computing becomes an integral part of IT, it exerts a greater influence on enterprises, starting from infrastructure and business strategy to design and location. Selection of data center technologies and providers to complement public clouds have become critical to retain agility, flexibility, scalability, and choices. For hybrid cloud deployments, cloud adjacent or near cloud data centers with high performance, secure cloud connects are vital for various application configurations, resiliency, availability, and to meet expected SLAs. A professionally run data center will have all of the above capabilities uh, and offer a peace of mind and stability by the way of robust security and compliance to a business during these troubled times, and also allow them to focus on their transformational objectives. So over the course of the next hour, industry experts from SIFI will throw more light on how enterprises can leverage hybrid IT-ready data centers and cloud interconnect for business growth. Let me introduce you to today's speakers. Our first speaker of the day is Sushant Pulshan, who is the business head, data center and cloud services at SIFI Technologies. He's joined by Vijay Bella, who's the Vice President Global Service Delivery for CIPI. Uh, Over to you, Sushant.
Hey, thank you, Varun. Good evening, and thanks for etcio.com. So, in next 45 to an hour, we will share you our best practices and experience. What's an empowering enterprise with hybrid IT ready DC and the Cloud Connect. This is the flow of the webinar. The webinar will be provided by myself and Vijay, and there will be QA sessions and followed by QA closing remark. Let me start with an interesting story from the things. You see new normal from the Gartner. What Gartner says, most of the enterprises are already use more than one cloud provider. On an average, respondent working with 2 to 3 public providers, 2 types of the cloud. Why they're doing that? It's predominantly because the multi-clouds offers best bit of technology advantage, as well as it gives a lot of flexibility for the organizations. Coming back to what is the multi-cloud, it's a deliverable use of the same type of cloud in different cloud providers. The reason for that is not to lock in with any one provider and also get functional advantage from providers. And also a stake in hybrid cloud is a form of the multi-cloud is the integration of a private and a public cloud services to support parallel integrated and complementary tasks. Let me move forward. In the same line, Flexera, a global digital provider and cloud management platform company, says that multiple public and private cloud are today the new norm. You see a respondent here, 53% response are using multiple public and private. And you see around 75% of the customers are in hybrid today. So that means the hybrid cloud is going to stay, and that's the advantage of the multi-cloud architecture of the hybrid cloud. First, there is an app siloed on different cloud. So people use hybrid cloud because the apps can be siloed on different cloud. There's a data integration between the cloud. That's one of the important feature, followed by workload mobility between the cloud, GR failover between the cloud. This is easily possible for a customer to navigate between different clouds, and you will find other advantages also. These are all the multi-cloud architecture advantages. Let's move forward. In the same line, what Forrester says for Asia Pacific, it says 70% of the firms in AP, Asia Pacific, have implemented, are expanding their internal private cloud and public cloud. And more than 60% firms in APAC describe their cloud strategy as hybrid. Now, why they're doing that and how they're doing that? You see, many of the 6 to 9 category, which is 21% here, they are implementing various cloud services and environments using multiple cloud features. So that shows that how multi-cloud features helps customers in managing their business as well as an IT. Moving forward, what it says, having multiple platforms, cloud and non-cloud, allows flexibility of choice. Now, why do the multi-cloud platforms, right? There are a couple of use cases. First one is backup and recovery of data. It will help you to put and place your data in multiple cloud and recover it faster. The speed of the system engagement. So basically, you'll have a web and e-commerce application spread across multiple cloud, will help us to speed up that access into the applications. The bridge, important feature, the bridge the cloud native SaaS and package apps. It can able to bridge your native application as well as the cloud-based SaaS applications. Going forward, it improves your performance and latency and different type of users. These are all the advantages what you use for a multi-cloud platform. Now, what challenges? Again, when we talk on a multi-cloud, there are challenges. Particularly the challenges what Forrester says, security is the key concern, which is respondents say around 27% are saying security is the key concern when you manage multiple cloud. The second important aspect, and SIFI is working towards that, is the network design. And we focus this in today's topic, architecting hybrid cloud networks, which is very important, which gives you the latency between the applications and it's seamlessly accessible on that. And managing the network performance, which is also important. And other parameters such as monitoring the multi-cloud environment, cloud management platform, lock of the hybrid cloud. These are all the challenges what respondents are saying, organizations saying in the multi-cloud. Moving in the direction, taking this message forward, we would like to share you what's our message of the cloud of SIFI's enable hybrid cloud deployment. First of all, in the global cloud spectrum, right? Look at the cloud spectrum. Services are classified in 4 categories. First one is we have cloud enabling, followed by cloud inspired, cloud pure, and cloud enhanced. Cloud enablings, basically these are the technologies are not cloud, but they are the building block of building the cloud services. We will talk on what is the meaning of cloud enabling, followed by cloud inspired. They provide us attribute of the cloud, but they are not the full cloud solutions. Followed, you will get cloud pure. These are the meet all the definition of the readiness of the cloud, such as the hyperscalers. And finally, cloud enhanced, where higher level services that would be practically possible by using the cloud pure platform. Going forward, SIFI message cloud at core messaging on the cloud theme is again what we provide. First, cloud enabling, you would see there is a red dotted here. That's what we focus on to today's webinar. Hybrid data center ready data centers, hybrid IT ready networks. These are the very important building block of the cloud enabling. You have a cloud data centers, you have a private cloud, you have a hyper reach, hyperscale network, and followed by migration services. So they are helping the cloud to enabling points. Next, you have a cloud inspired. We have infrastructure as a service. We have cloud infinite service, which provide multi-cloud tenant, dedicated services, SAP services, Azure stacks. These are the services SIFI's Cloud Infinite offers. And also we have an edge infrastructure aligned to the cloud, very important from the accessibility point of that. And finally, WAN for the cloud. Moving forward to the cloud pure, hyperscale platform adjacent to the cloud DCs. We have a relation today with Amazon Web Services, Azure, Oracle Cloud, and Google Cloud Services. So the cloud pure offer you a true cloud solutions. Finally, cloud enhanced. So SIFI is using cloud pure services. We are building cloud enhanced services such as digital services, app modernization, Kubernetes as service, digital apps, various type of SIFI's product like Forum Digital, HCI Digital, learning management solutions, and finally we offer IoT services using the cloud platform. Moving forward, what are the business outcome at different stages of cloud at the core portfolio? Cloud at core portfolio. Cloud enabling. Cloud enablings are providing less hardware, less people, less licenses. This is what it gives a business outcome of that. Followed by cloud inspired, increase automations in service delivery, complete control, enhanced visibility. So in net, you get technology in service delivery enhancement. From the cloud pure, you get agility, flexibility, and scalability, service delivery innovations. And finally, you have in cloud enhance. It gives digital first environment as a pure cloud with digital innovation services. It provides cloud pure outcomes, compliance, business continuity, control and security, and net, it provides technology and business transformation as an outcome. Moving forward, what are the hybrid IT ready building blocks? Hybrid IT ready DC to hyperscale cloud providers. We have our all data centers are ready for hybrid IT and they are scalable for hyperscale cloud services. Near DR and far DR predictable hybrid IT ready network. We will predict and provide you a near DR and far DR services, carrier neutrality, and hybrid identity network connectivity services. All our data centers are provided by carrier neutral features. All telecom services are providing the services to us. DC and cloud migration experience. We give you seamless migration experience from data center to cloud, experience of managing enterprise workload, security services for hybrid cloud deployment, and finally resiliency services such as DR, disaster recovery services, and backup services. The workload migration to DC and cloud transformation partner, jointly delivering efficient cloud solutions. Moving forward, CIFI's hyperscale interconnect and edge data center experience. We have 20 years experience in this space in build, own, operate carrier neutral data centers. 10 operational data centers today. We have close to 52 megawatt IT power. Truly carrier neutral. More than 90% of the fiber links are from non-CIFI today. This shows the carrier neutral connectivity experience. Multiple internet exchanges, ecosystem facilitating OTT and ISP platform. Multi-year experience in managing hyperscale internet exchanges. Roadmap to take it forward. We're going to add a close to 100 megawatt plus in next 4 years. Rich interconnect ecosystem. Hyperscale cloud multiple internet exchanges, content IP peering node and ISP interconnect. And finally, we give a self-service portal which can connect all endpoints to see from one normal portal, single portal. Moving forward, our data center footprints. Today we have in 6 cities in India. We are there in Mumbai. You will see a roadmap of the Mumbai. We have 3 data centers in Mumbai. We have significant presence in the Noida. We have opened new data center in Hyderabad and Kolkata this year. We have a roadmap. We have a data center in Bangalore and Chennai, and we have a good roadmap in next 2 years. This gives that we are, and followed by we have many edge data centers which are connected to many cities. So this gives a data center footprint of CIFI in India. Moving forward, a very important aspect of CIFI's hybrid cloud building blocks. CIFI data center at Airoli is where we have important assets such as Exadata as service, CIFI Cloud Infinite, and we have a completely cloud stack which is running as a private cloud. We're using CIVRT, Cloud Infinite Virtual Routing Table, to connect using our own network services to hypercare service provider in the nearest data centers. So this gives a true multi-cloud environment, and which gives a very important features that which will overcome the link between the CIFI data centers and public cloud. To summarize, CIFI's hybrid identity data centers, cloud agents and the near cloud data centers, link between CIFI Airoli DC private cloud and public cloud, high performance secure 1 millisecond latency, bandwidth from 50 Mbps to 10 Gbps, and CIFI will do end-to-end migration services. We also provide similar services in a different scale in Hyderabad and going forward in Noida also. So basically, CIFI is giving an end-to-end services of a true multi-cloud connecting building blocks. Hence, the interconnect between the building block will be completely owned and managed by CIFI. I hand over next of the presentation to Mr. Vijay Bellam to talk about CIFI Advantage on the various building block I spoke about. Vijay.
Thank you, Sushant. So as Sushant went over, I think as you've seen, the key data points were from the global research and advisory reports. You clearly seen that how hybrid cloud and multi-cloud has been adopted right by enterprises. and also there are challenges, right, to deploy hybrid and multi-cloud. So SIFI, right, has identified those challenges, and we are now delivering a uniquely differentiated offerings to address those, right? And as part of that, one of the key building blocks for hybrid and multi-cloud is the network services and meeting the network SLAs, right? So for that, what we offer is a metro cross connect between SIFI data centers. And here, if you see, it's let me put a highlight. Yeah. So basically, it's our offering where we've interconnected our data centers where the latency, right, would be less than 500 microseconds round trip time, right? Both ways. With that, so basically the expected latency for production workloads is less than millisecond, but we could achieve almost 500 microseconds, which is much below the 1 millisecond latency. And it's a very highly reliable interconnect. We have 4 nines. And also it supports and all of the cloud interconnects, right? That is AWS Direct Connect, Oracle Fast Connect, and also our Internet Exchange. So how we offer this is that we have our Global Cloud Connect, which is an overlay on top of our Metro Cross Connect between the data centers. So this is one of the key building blocks so basically where we have this fast interconnect between the data centers. So beyond the network, right, what we offer is our data center services. As part of that, so we have in our SIFI Airoli, this is in the Mumbai region, we have Airoli data center, which is our private hosted cloud, and also we provide co-location services. If you see, one of the key IP of SIFI is Cloud Infinite Cloud Management Platform. With that, we offer hosted private cloud. That is basically SAP Grid, where on SAP certified infrastructure, we offer pHANA, that is physical HANA, virtual HANA, and depending on the SAPs, we give the application instances, the VM instances, right? And we also offer Oracle Exadata as a service. As you might know, Oracle currently sells the minimum of 1/8 rack, but we are the only provider in APJ and in India region where we offer basically a smaller instances of Exadata. That is 2-core, 4-core, and 8-core Exadata instances. And we also offer Azure Stack, and using our cloud orchestration platform, which runs which supports VMware, ESX, Hyper-V, and KVM. We also provide IaaS and few PaaS services. And the platform is also used for we offer multi-tenant clouds that's around our IaaS and PaaS services with Cloud Infinite, and also SAP Grid, which is also a shared service. So is our Exadata, right? So with that, we also offer, of course, as I said, the co-location services. And the key offering as part of this multi-cloud and hybrid cloud is that it is a near DR, right? Near cloud data center. Airoli is about 5 kilometers away from our Rabale data center. Rabale is our cloud adjacent data center. That is, it's adjacent to the hyperscalers, right? And between our Airoli data center and Rabale, we have enabled by our SIFI Metro Cross Connect. As I mentioned earlier, with Metro Cross Connect, which we can achieve fast and secure interconnect, which is less than 1 millisecond, right? So these are the key building blocks, right? Where we have the network connectivity, which is very fast, and also we have data centers where which are cloud adjacent, and then which are near cloud, but with this fast metro interconnect at less than 1 millisecond. We have, we'll go over the use cases we could achieve with this in the following slides around, the functional distribution, the life cycle distribution of the workloads, workload distribution, how it is like a data center extension, and also high availability, right? And also all the business benefits we get. The key here is that, of course, CIFI being a single partner who can provide end-to-end solutions, the key thing I see is the business value by connecting the enterprises, leveraging the previous investments or legacy applications, right? So that is, we will go over specifics, I think, once you see, how, the different use cases around the hybrid and multi-cloud deployments, this becomes very clear. So basically, I want to go over a case study we have done internally, right, to validate this, because this is pretty unique. We are one of the first and only providers in India region to offer this capability, where we could have true data center extension-like capability, right? So what we have done is, for this, basically, CIFI IT uses Oracle Enterprise as part of their internal business process, and we also use so basically modules like HRM, CRM, Oracle Financials, projects, right? So what we did is that using this hybrid cloud deployment model, where we deployed Exadata in our private cloud at Airoli. And then we had enterprise application, right? That Oracle EBS 12.2.5 is what we use. So this is what our internal CIFI IT uses, right? That's deployed in the public cloud. And we've got this. So basically, what we've done is we have a global cloud connect, right? That's a CIFI offering, which is an overlay on top of the connectivity this public clouds offer, right? That's a fast connect with Oracle Cloud, express route with Azure, direct connect with AWS, for example. And even though we take basically a 10 gig ports, but we offer, because we have this MPLS overlay, we can offer from 50 Mbps all the way to 10 gig interconnects, right, from the customer workload perspective. And in this use case, what we have done is we've used 500 Mbps as the bandwidth, right? And so basically, the key building blocks here are, we have Exadata, which is database hosted in our private cloud. And then we using our connectivity between data centers. It is connected to a hyperscaler cloud, right? Using our global cloud connect offering, right? And then I wanted to go over the results from this. So if you see, basically these are all the tests which we use Oracle application testing suite, right? That's what Oracle offers to do the performance benchmarks, which helps with functional testing and load testing. So we ran multiple reports which our CIFI IT uses internally, right? So if you see, CIFI AP prepaid schedule report, we use AR consolidated invoice. So these are all real data, real numbers. And I want to focus on this column here, where first we deployed the database and the application within our cloud, right? Where basically the application and the database are hosted within the same data center. And we ran Oracle application testing suite benchmark. And if you see, there was, these are the timelines, the execution timelines of running these reports. And if you see this column, this was in the hybrid environment, right? Where we had application running from public cloud using our Cloud Connect, right? And then, so basically the database instance is running from Airoli. It's just amazing that, because of our fast interconnect, this is like a true data center extension. So I just want to reiterate, right? Here, the application and database are in different data centers, right? But we have this fast, secure interconnect, and we are achieving pretty much the same performance, right? So if you see, there is no difference in terms of the reports and the load times and all that. So this is the key. How I see that is, I want to a little bit spend and reiterate this fact, right? Because now with this you could see the possibilities of what all workloads you could deploy, where even though the application and the database are not in the same data center, we are able to achieve pretty much all production like SLAs. And this is real SIFI IT using Oracle Enterprise 12.2.5 applications for Oracle Financials, CRM, HCM, and projects, right? So with this, I would like to go over the different types of hybrid cloud solutions, right? So sorry. The different use cases we could offer are functional distribution. So if you could see, where you could have the enterprise applications running from different different clouds, where you could have order to cash running from private cloud, and then have other applications like HR and CRM running from public cloud. And for that, the key is the standards are essential here, right? And I think one key thing here in terms of what these public cloud providers offer. For example, Oracle, right? I mean, they had large on-premise deployment, and the best part of for example, Oracle, unlike AWS, which is cloud native also, and it's got its own advantages, because it started as a pure native cloud services, whereas Oracle came from on-prem to cloud, right? So pretty much most of the tools which they offer on-prem also basically run and with small changes, pretty much all of their products and tools run on public clouds also. And also, we being a cloud agnostic solution provider, we offer solutions across clouds, whether be it AWS, be it Oracle Cloud or Azure, or Google Cloud, right? Google Cloud is just being launched in India, but right now around AWS and Oracle, we're also working with Microsoft around Azure hybrid cloud services, where we could have this capability of running enterprise applications, right? Different applications, and there is a handshake between these different applications, where you have, for example, here you have order to cash running in private cloud, and HR and CM running in public cloud. The other use cases around the lifecycle distribution, where you could have test and dev environments running in public cloud, right? And key for this, and then the production running in private cloud. For example, for in BFSI vertical, where where compliance and regulatory requirements, it mandates that you need to have the workloads running in private cloud, right? And also right, and you could leverage all of the scalability and quick deployment for test and dev. But the key here is the packaging, right? Because once you run extensive tests on the development environment, now we have tools where you could seamlessly, using DevOps tools, we could seamlessly deploy the tested application which has gone through extensive tested into the production, right? And these are all already deployed across globally, as you've seen. Also, it's been reiterated by all these global research and advisory firms that that hybrid and multi-cloud has been adopted by enterprises. More than 70 to 80% of the enterprises in some way or form are using hybrid and multi-clouds. The other is the workload distribution. So this is little involved, where you could have an enterprise application run both from a private cloud and public cloud. For this, you need to, the key here is the data consistency, and we have tools both from the application perspective and the database perspective, so that the both instances are in sync, and we have an architecture with a load balancer where we seamlessly can scale and burst into the cloud, right, for these enterprise applications. The other use cases, of course, high availability, as you know. For example, the key requirement in BFSI vertical is basically zero data loss RPO. Right, to achieve that, if you see, the requirement, the mandatory requirement is to have interconnect between data centers which is less than 2 milliseconds, right? Because the log files have to be synchronized with the near DR and stuff. Because as I've shown to you in the earlier slide, we have that unique capability where we have cloud adjacent data center, or we have a near cloud data center, but because of our uniquely differentiated network interconnect, we can offer less than 1 millisecond. And BFSI, but say especially for their zero RPO, zero data loss requirement, they mandate less than 2 milliseconds. So we are way below that expected latency, right? So again, I just want to reiterate, we offer less than 1 millisecond latency between data centers. Right. The other is, you could have active. So if you've seen the use case I've shown, it's a true data center extension, right? Where we've run our own IT workload, where we had application and database running from two different clouds. So with that, you could imagine, right? I mean, you could have two database instances in two different data centers, and using technologies. For example, if you're using Oracle database, you can use ODG, Active Data Guard, or if it is heterogeneous, use Golden Gate, or if it is an application, to be in sync, rsync, and different technologies. We offer end-to-end solution offering, right? And so that's one of the use cases, right, where we could offer active and active passive interconnect. And of course, the near DR kind of requirement. And of course, the other key requirement around hybrid and multi-cloud, other key use case around hybrid and multi-cloud is the backup and archive between data centers. And you could imagine if you could run the application and the database be running from two different data centers, as if meeting all production SLAs, then doing backup and archiving, I think is implicitly it's pretty straightforward, right? So yeah, and with that, SIFI also offers this cloud management platform. The cloud management, it is just not about offering the network services and data center services. We have a cloud management platform where it supports functionality like service catalogs, where basically it presents the available cloud services spanning all target cloud environments to support self-service provisioning, or resource approvals. We do resource management, right? I mean, across environments, that is discovery, tagging, provisioning, deprovisioning, right? And also we have a single pane of glass that's a central point of access for cloud management functions, and it enables self-service. And we basically it's a templatized deployment across provisioning across clouds, AWS, Azure, Oracle, and Google, and we support private clouds, not just our Cloud Infinite, but also VMware and also on-prem bare metal instances, right? And we offer monitoring and reporting of all managed cloud services, and also we do financial management, right? Like metering, cost allocation, chargeback, invoicing, and all of those capabilities. So we offer, again, I just want to reiterate, not just the data center services like co-location, private cloud, and cloud adjacency, and near cloud and near DR solutions. We also offer cloud management platform, and also basically all the services which are needed for the transformation, right? That is from an on-prem existing colo or on-prem deployment to cloud or multi-cloud. How do we offer that? So we offer the assessment services. So we have the best of the breed tools where we have an ability to assess and discover your existing ecosystem, right? And accordingly give automated recommendation, right? Depending on the target clouds, including the instances which map to your existing on-prem infrastructure. We provide that detailed reports as to how you could migrate or move your on-prem ecosystem to the cloud, right? So we offer that assessment and discovery services. We also offer the migration services, right? So that again, we use the best of the breed tools. There is no one solution fit all. So depending on the requirements, we could do lift and shift, where they because certain customers mandate that they just want to use for co-location. The others is migrate from their physical to virtual environment, or virtual to virtual migration, and of course across their homegrown other applications, and also the enterprise applications, right, around like SAP, or Oracle, and Microsoft. So we offer migration services, and infrastructure as a service, as I mentioned, using our cloud orchestration platform. We offer hosted private cloud with SAP Grid, that is on SAP certified infrastructure, pHANA, vHANA instances, Exadata, Azure Stack, and also using our Cloud Infinite IaaS and certain PaaS services, right? And we offer the managed services also, end-to-end stack, that is from the infrastructure, operating system, applications. So basically a complete stack, and uniquely differentiated, where it could scale. There is no downtime, and we are also offer all the AI ops kind of capability built into the service, right? So that the customers would have zero downtime, and run efficiently their environment. And we also offer security services. This is security for the cloud. That is, of course, with the hybrid and multi-cloud, it becomes essential that, as Sushant also had shown, from security is one of the concerns, right, for everybody. When you have, for example, applications which were within the rack, now you are decoupling, running from two different data centers, having an interconnect. So we offer all of the security services. That's vulnerability management service, cloud firewall, intrusion prevention system, security incident and event management, right, host security, multi-factor authentication, cloud workload protection, privileged identity management, end-to-end security, right, for the cloud. We also offer from the cloud, from our Cloud Infinite platform, and also we could do dedicated and captive solutions, meeting the compliance and regulatory requirements, and also the other industry standard compliance like HIPAA and all that, right? So what that internal case study we have done, we have also have customer case study where we basically this is this customer is one of the leading life insurance companies in India, who provide a wide range of life insurance solutions for individuals and groups, catering to different financial requirements. So they were basically initially on-prem and co-location, where it was less agile in terms, because if they have to onboard new infra, right, and deploying or procuring, and it had very limited scalability to cater to the month end or right. So basically, requirements basically it was not very cost effective. The visibility and better control of the infra was lacking, and also use all the new age digital services effectively, right, and quickly. So for that, so basically, what we did is from the on-prem, our solution was to use hyperscaler. In this case, it was AWS, and we use our SIFI data center, that is a cloud adjacent data center in Rabale. Because the customer mandated that their core insurance core application they didn't want on the cloud. So we had deployed in our cloud adjacent Rabale data center. We had fast interconnect. I'll go over the architecture, right? And then so basically we had a low latency interconnect to the cloud, and the DR was in, again, SIFI data center in Bangalore, and just not the networking and the data center services, as I went over earlier. We also offered migration services, cloud and DR managed services, security infra and managed services for the cloud, right? And of course, the customer is seeing huge benefits with this digital transformation framework to drive and differentiate a customer in the market. And now they are focusing towards business excellence rather than infra maintenance and operations, because that we are doing. And we are also doing proactive monitoring. It's auto scaling, and also we have enhanced reliability and scalability, right? So I'll go over the architecture. So here, if you see, they had their enterprise, their core application running from SIFI Rabale data center, which is cloud adjacent. It is interconnected to AWS. This is their primary. All of their workloads, other than their core application, was moved to AWS. And the DR site was Bangalore data center. So this is pretty much a true hybrid cloud, right? Where you have cloud adjacent, which needs less than, here it was less than 2 millisecond latency, but because of our uniquely differentiated offering, we could offer less than 1 millisecond latency. And of course, it's running on public cloud, and also we are the DR is on SIFI Bangalore Center, and we offered unified security across this hybrid deployed environment, where certain applications are running in co-location, certain applications are running in private cloud, and also for both the primary and the DR location, right? So basically, I think I've reiterated our offering that we offer not just the networking services and data center services. We also offer end-to-end transformation services with assessment, migration, managed services, and security services. So with that, so if you see data center cloud transformation projects, these are our customers. One of the leading non-banking financial services customer. We've done a transformation project where from on-prem they moved all of their applications, both their primary and DR, which were earlier on-prem, they moved to cloud. The primary was in Mumbai region, and the DR was in Hyderabad region, but both in the public cloud. And also, if you see, we did migration projects for large life insurance company, and of course, a multinational company in India, which is headquartered in Ahmedabad, a very large company. We did migration projects, and also for transformation projects for a leading multinational company and digital transformation, infrastructure security, and product engineering services company. We also offer hosting and co-location for the BFSI industry leaders, the largest bank in India, the largest private sector bank in India, and basically the largest e-wallet company in India. So if you see, we offer all the transformation projects, migration projects, co-location, and all of these services pretty much across the industry verticals, right? From BFSI, manufacturing, right, and pretty much all of the verticals. And basically, we have large experience. If you see the numbers here itself, we 500 plus data services projects. I know we have done 300 plus data center migration projects. 80 plus, migration projects, so huge numbers. These are experience, right? So we've done many of these, not just co-location, lift and shift and stuff, but including the new age transformation from their on-premise deployment to hybrid cloud. So hybrid cloud. So what hybrid cloud is, of course, with our new differentiated offerings, what we offer is this true workload distribution and functional distribution and the other workloads which have which I've mentioned, right? But these are other projects surrounding those key applications like migration and hosting and the transformation projects, cloud NDR, cloud security, and CDN, and all of those, right? So with that, I know the key thing, the key takeaway would be, why partner with SIFI. So basically, as we have laid out, we have addressed all of the key challenges of hybrid cloud. And what are the key challenges? The key challenges are basically to make, to be sure that we meet the network SLAs, right, for production workloads, right? That is to have less than 2 millisecond latency, but with our uniquely differentiated offering, we could offer less than 1 millisecond latency. We have hybrid IT ready data centers. What does this mean? That is, we have a cloud adjacent and near cloud data centers. And not just the network and the data center interconnect. We also offer all of the transformation services, right? The implementation, assessment, migration, security, and managed services. So with that, basically, we are a single partner who can offer end-to-end hybrid IT transformation services, and no other company in India could offer this. Because because of all these uniquely differentiated, again, to reiterate, the network, which is less than 1 millisecond interconnect between data centers, and also have less than 2 millisecond, in fact, less than 1 millisecond latency to the hyperscalers, right? We offer this. So with this, we open up for Q&A.
Thanks so much, Vijay. We actually have a lot of questions coming in from the audience already. So the first question is, how does a cloud service provider really help with the hybrid cloud deployment? So Vijay, if you want to take that. In fact, I would also request Sushant to switch on his camera, and he could also respond to some questions.
Yeah, sure. So basically, yeah. So I think the cost of change, right? I mean, migrating the existing legacy applications to the cloud, right, is one of the key drivers, right? Because a lot of applications are being run currently on-prem, which are legacy and stuff. So it becomes very difficult to move all of their applications to the cloud. So that the cost of change and all that, and also for compliance and regulatory requirements, where you would like to have the data not in the public cloud or in the shared services model, then you would have certain workloads running from the cloud. right? And also you could leverage all of the services which are viable in the public cloud, like AI, analytics, and blockchain, and all of that services. Yeah.
Great. There's another question, pretty interesting actually. So this gentleman wants to understand what are the challenges and opportunities for using hybrid cloud or hybrid IT for a startup organization, and especially when it comes to choosing a vendor. What should you really look for? Sushant, would you like to take that?
Yeah, so thanks for putting the question. See, the question, the gentleman asking what are the opportunities using hybrid IT and cloud computing in the startup organizations. First of all, startup organizations, maybe whichever business field they are starting, whichever the area of the business, I'm sure they'll be definitely using the technology as the key. That's the way the startup organizations are starting today. Now, having said that, they have a business logic, but they don't have any legacy of that. So the best way to look to that is which cloud offers a technology close to their business logic. Because when they build up a startup organizations, when we given that cloud theme, they will definitely go to the Cloud Pure as the best platform to adopt. And within the Cloud Pure, they have to select which is the cloud is meeting they are not only the IT, they're close to the business things which can integrate various analytical tools or digital transformation thing. Definitely they select that as the best platform. But if they have a startup with have some type of legacy because they would have been acquired or maybe some old enterprises things, then they definitely look for an hybrid cloud environment where that legacy infrastructure can just reside to the next to the Cloud Pure data centers and they can work seamless between them. That's how my request is for that.
Thanks for that, Sushant. The next question is about what are the regions in India where city cloud and near cloud, hybrid cloud deployments are supported. So specific areas where it would actually work.
Absolutely, yeah. So I'll take, yeah, sure. I think currently we support in Mumbai and Hyderabad regions because that's where we have cloud adjacent data centers. That is cloud adjacent to the hyperscalers, right? And pretty soon we'll also be offering in Noida again because it will be cloud adjacent to the hyperscalers. So yes, so currently it is in Mumbai and Hyderabad, and pretty soon in Noida, Delhi region also.
Excellent. I'm sure that would be of great help for everyone. The next question is about total cost of ownership. So how much TCO we could reduce before and after moving to hybrid cloud? Is there a way of calculating that?
Yeah, the question is, the responder is asking how do you going to reduce the total cost of ownership by moving to the hybrid cloud? Now, there is absolutely, there will be a cost reductions when you go to the hybrid cloud. It depends on what type of the applications he will retire in the current environment and how he would like to keep what type of the legacy or the old application thing. Depending on the type of the application roadmap, the cost of ownership will go down further. But having said that, the customers who had adopted hybrid cloud, they have a definite roadmap in a span of the time frame, and they have definitely have a clear roadmap to move entire application to the cloud within a span of 2 to 3 years. So depending on the span, they will save the cost of production on that.
Great. It would vary from organization to organization.
Yeah.
And use cases,
right.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, depends on the ecosystem and yeah.
Closing remarks, maybe.
Thanks, Varun. Good evening again. Thanks for joining this webinar and patiently heard us from last 1 hour. In this part of this particular webinar, Hybrid Cloud DC and Cloud Connect, we have covered most of the global perspective as well as in India, how we are doing that. I think I also thank Vijay for showing a couple of the internal case studies, how we have proven the artifact that how things works. And I'm also very happy that there are good questions from them. And again, thank you again, and have a nice time in the evening. Thank you.
Thanks, Sushant. But before we close, let me remind you, you would have a pop-up survey questions coming up once you close the session. So don't forget to fill up the survey form. That will help us deliver even better and more interesting webinars. So thanks a lot for attending and being a part of this webinar. Stay tuned for more such sessions. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you. Thank you.